Good morning, good morning. Who is doggone? Goodness down, so. I hope everybody's having an amazing morning. I just dropped my son off to school. And baby, it's been one heck of a week. You hear me? Trying to raise these teenage boys when they get into this place where they starting to, I don't know if they're getting overstimulated in their minds with this masculinity or what, but it's so doggone frustrating. Everything is an argument between them. You know, everything that they say or do to each other seems like it's a challenge. Like it's like they stay challenging each other. Cut that down a little bit, Kiki. It's like they want to challenge each other at everything. Like, I don't understand this. I don't know if it's because I'm a woman and I don't think we go through a stage like that. Because even as I watch my girls grow up, I never seen them feel like they was in competition with each other or that they had to, you know, just be extra with each other. But the boys, it's just different. It just seems like they always in competition about something, or it could be the littlest thing that one say to the other, and it could turn into an all-out argument. Now, I can't say I'm happy the fact that they don't put their hands on each other, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. Is that coming? It's getting so bad. Like, and they all used to be so close as kids coming up. But now that they growing into men, it's just like it's something different. It's like they don't have no compromising for each other. They don't have no compassion for each other. Now, they ain't finna let nobody hurt one another. But as far as them go, in the house, it's like they always in some type of man competition with each other. Like, they always grabbing their nuts on each other. Like, I'm the bigger man, or I'm the most boastful man, or I'm the strongest at this, or I'm a man, or I got something to prove to you. I don't get it. Because I always be like, y'all brothers. Like, why is y'all even, if anything in this world, y'all should be trying to do together to make each other better. You know, it should never be a time when one brother feel like he in competition with the other brother, or one brother feel like he gotta feel like he's stronger than the other brother. But they stay in this thing now that they all over 18. It's like they all grabbing their nuts on each other, and I don't know how to handle it, honey, because like I said, the girls, I never seen that in girls, so I don't think that's a girl thing. But with them boys, it's just like they always at each other. Like, they don't argue or nothing. This make it even worse, y'all. They don't argue with each other, right? But then you could tell when it's hey, Rosalind, you could tell when it's, you could tell when there's something going on in the house, because the you know what I'm saying, the energy in the house just be off. They walking past each other, not saying nothing to each other. You know what I'm saying? Walking past each other, looking at each other, or, with some type, like they got some kind of smoke with each other. And I be like, what is going on around here? But they already know if they get physical, we're going to have a different type of problem. Because I already told them 1,000 times, before I let y'all sit in here and physically hurt each other, we'll have a whole different type of problem. But it's just like, I don't understand. But like I said, I know when it comes to all of them, they going to step behind each other. But why can't y'all just be friendly with each other in the house? Why y'all can't share with each other? Why y'all can't uplift one another? Why y'all can't do that? It's just like everything to them. I don't know if this is a man thing, like it's a sign of weakness. Any type of emotion that's anything other than anger or something that's over masculine, to them, it just feel like, to them, it feel like it's being weak. Like, I don't understand it, honey. I just be like, y'all just look like y'all walk around mad all the time. Like, it don't make no sense. I just seen it coming. Hey, Clean Links Jr., I never seen it coming. I never saw it coming, y'all. Like I said, when they was growing up, they would have their little scuffles as boys would. But as far as arguing and, and they would tussle, but they was kids. They'd be right back over it after the, you know what I'm saying? After the tussle over, they right back being brothers. But now, as adult men, it's different, And like I said, they don't argue. But if one of them happen to say something to the other, it becomes an argument then. Like, they can't say nothing to each other without one of them getting over masculine. Like, what is wrong, y'all? What is that? If any men come on, like, what is that? What is that over masculinity? What is that? Why are they doing that? It's so weird. To say that y'all always was raised together, raised the house together, raised up to be close, I always encourage, and I made it a point that all my kids better look out for each other and love on each other, because one day all they gonna have is each other. You understand? And I always made that a big, big thing in my house. But these boys, y'all, I don't know, and it's stressing me out. I ain't gonna lie. Yesterday I found myself crying about it. I found myself bawling down tears crying about it, because I don't understand it. I don't understand. I don't know if that's a woman thing, if that's the nurturing part of me, you know. But I found myself bawling down crying about it. And then my oldest son, he's like, "Oh, Mom, you taking it too far. It ain't that deep." What you mean? You don't think it's that deep? Because all y'all are guys. All y'all feel the same way. It's not that deep to y'all, because, you know, y'all the ones with the issue. Y'all the ones doing it. Hey, Abigail, Kelly. Y'all the one with the issue. Y'all the ones walking around here grabbing your nuts on each other, walking around here like everybody want to be big boss applesauce. Everybody want to be the alpha male. You know what I'm saying? Why can't all y'all be the alpha male within yourself? Why do you have to try to do it when it comes to your brother? I mean, it's okay to be the alpha male. Okay, you the alpha male. You know, that shit, nobody trying to threaten it, you know? That's what I be saying. Like, nobody trying to threaten you being the alpha male, but why you gotta be doing so much? Why y'all gotta walk around here mad at each other? Why y'all gotta walk around here acting crazy? Like, why y'all just can't love each other? What's wrong with y'all? And I ain't gonna keep using the word love, because I know they love each other. Because I already know how they is about one another, but they don't treat each other right. To me. I feel like it should be more love between brothers. Like, y'all shouldn't bump heads so much. It shouldn't always be, you know, like if they get into, oh, you broke, oh, you this. Man, what? What is y'all even talking about? Like, what is y'all even talking about? Like I always tell them, y'all come from the same stock. What are y'all even talking about? Y'all sound stupid. Like, but I guess that's the world that we in anyway, where everybody, you know how the guys is. They want to be flashy. They want to try to, you know, everybody want to try to be better than the other person versus worrying about building something that really means something. Forget the clothes you got on. Forget the cars you drive. Forget none of that, because at the end of the day, you can't take none of that stuff with you. Why not, even with it being 5 brothers, all y'all over 18 now, why not try to get together, figure out something to build generational wealth? You know what I'm saying? Build something that's going to actually mean something versus y'all doing what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? Because that makes zero sense to me. Because like I told him, I don't care where your life take you, you can never be better than your brother. I don't care where your life take you. I don't care what you do in your life. You'll never be better than your brother. Never. It's just not possible. You know? It's just not possible. You'll never be better than your brother. So I don't understand why in your life you would want to be better than your brother, but, you know, if that's what your heart craves, but it's still the same thing. You'll never be better than your brother. I don't care how much you try to tell yourself you are. You never will be. Like I tell them 1,000 times, y'all come from the same stock. Whatever you think about one, you better think about yourself. You'll never be better than your brother. I don't care what this world tell you. I don't care how much materialistic mess you get, how much more money you may have. You'll never be better than your brother. And y'all, that's a fear for any parent, because God forbid the time come when you got to move on. Who want their kids doing that to each other? Like, what parent would be able to close their eyes peacefully, knowing that? Because, you know, you feel like right now, if it get too deep, you there to intercept. You there to step in and stop it to the best of your ability, to stop it from going too far, right? But, God forbid, you know, your flower plucked. Who would be here to stop it? Who will stop it? Nobody. Because we live in a world where they'll think that it's okay for brothers to beef with each other. They'll be online, which they don't do it, but I've seen people where brothers be online talking junk about each other, and people will actually go under the statuses, making comments, and even have, you know, they brothers. But nobody's saying, oh, you brothers. They taking sides and all that. Bro, they brothers. Why would you take sides? Why would you even get on there to you know, do all that. They brothers. If anything, tell them, man, y'all get off here with that. Y'all brothers. Be better, man. Do better. Because I feel like this. A person, that's just like me. A girl that would talk bad about her sister, or would get on there and flash out on her sister, or disrespect her sister on the internet or any social media, I never trust you. You feel me? What kind of person is you? If you'll do that to your sister, who am I? That's your sister. Y'all was carried in the same womb, even though it was at different times. Y'all was still carried in the same womb. And if you'll be disloyal to your sister, you could never be a friend of mine. Because if you will do her like that, who am I? Like I said. Because that sibling connection, I'm real big on. I'm real big on that sibling love. Because me and my brothers found ourselves in a situation where all we had was each other. You know, my parents went on when we were young. So we actually found ourselves in that situation where all we had was each other. Between the ages of, well, I was 14, so JJ was, no, I was 13, so JJ was 14, and Warren would have been 10. You know what I'm saying? We found ourselves where all we had was each other. So like I tell them, everything I'm telling y'all from experience. I ain't telling y'all just because I want to fuss, or just because y'all feel like I always want to fuss, or I always want to, like they say, be over emotional and all that. No, I'm telling y'all because I've been there. Me and my brothers been there in that place where all we had was one another. Nobody in this world could provide the love that we provided to each other. The security, when we wanted to cry about our mamas and daddies, we could go to each other and do that. We could hold each other. And nobody could comfort one another like each other. Because nobody knew, you know what I'm saying, the inside of the home life like each other. And y'all, it's just be something, like I never saw this coming, y'all. And I ain't saying that it's nothing real big going on like that. But it's enough. It's enough to have me emotional about it. Because I don't know. He might, like my oldest son, he might be right. I want everybody walking around holding hands, skipping and everything to be joyful. Like I told him, you might be right. But why can't I want that for my children? Why is that wrong? Why is that? Why would I be considered over emotional just because I want my children to get along with each other? Just because I want my children to genuinely love each other? Just because I want my children to, if you're going to do something, I want to see y'all why I'm still on this side. Because nobody know the day or the hour. I want to see y'all come together and do something great. Versus y'all all seeming so separate. Like everybody on their own separate grind. Why can't y'all all come together and do something great? That's my wish. You know? For them to all come together and do something great. Because y'all, they all can. They all are so smart. They all have hustle about themselves. They all are. So imagine if y'all all put y'all minds together instead of seeming like y'all want to compete against each other. Just imagine if all y'all put all that knowledge and your money, bring everything to the table together as brothers, because they can trust each other for sure. Now the trust factor is there. You understand? They can 100% trust each other. So why not come together on some business stuff, man? Y'all could maybe take over the world. You never know. There's no limits to you place your own limits on your mind. So there's no limits to what you can really do if you really try. Like I said, they don't argue or nothing, right? Sometimes I would rather them actually argue so I can hear what's going on. You know, it's just the energy. You can tell when they, you know what I'm saying, they going through something, because they walk past each other, boy, and you can feel that strength and that alpha male ego, and you can just feel all of it. You can feel the smoke in the air. But they know better than to take it too far, because they already know that's when I get in the middle. I tell them quit. I'm one of those mamas that say this, I bring you in. You understand, and y'all know the rest. I'm that mama, and I mean that. Before I allow my sons to be Cain and Abel in my face, it'll be over with for all of us. Because I ain't breed that. I could not, as a mother, I could not accept that I bred something like that. That I bred, because that's an evil. I could not accept as a mother that I bred no stock like that. I could not accept it. And maybe that's just over exaggeration because I wouldn't do nothing to them dang on children. But I cut them off. They'll be out my life. Like I say, I be saying that, but I ain't do nothing. But I will cut them off. I've gotten very good at that. When they get the beefing and all that, just don't say nothing to me. Until y'all fix that, y'all don't have nothing to say to me. Till y'all get y'all stuff together, bro, don't say nothing to me. I don't care. Don't ask me for nothing. Don't talk to me. Because if y'all can't love each other, y'all can't love me. That's a disservice to me. That's the highest level of disrespect that you can do to me. Mistreating one another. That's the highest level of disrespect that you can do to me. Or you could tell we was in something. They look at you, he just threw the trash cans. They ain't even put them up against the house. I'm going to have to push them up against the house, child. Just put them right in front of my steps. That's okay, cool. I'll move it, but I still met with everything I said this morning to him. And I don't care how he feel. Because I just dropped the youngest boy off, which he 18 too. You know, he 18. They 18, 19. Hold on. They 18, 19, 22. Finna be 23 next month. So they're 18, 19, 23, 29. And 24. And y'all, when I say, they be driving me stone cold mad around here. They be driving me stone cold crazy. Because I just don't be knowing what to do. And then I tell their father to step in. I be like, okay, you need to step in and say something. You need to step in and do something. I said, I'm talking to them, trying blue in the face. They're not listening to me. You need to step in and do something. Have a meeting with your boys. Sit them all down. Talk to them. But he just like them. He be like, man, them boys will fix that, man. Them boys got that. No, stop. How long is you going to be able to sit back and just watch this? And just keep saying them boys got that. Before you step in as a father and insert some type of, I don't really know if I can use the word discipline because of their ages, but some type of knowledge as a father. Maybe you saying something could have a quicker outcome than me saying something, If they just see, okay, my father is affected, maybe they'll do different. Because me, they just think I'm overly emotional about everything. So at this point, everything I do with them, let them tell it. I'm leading with emotion. You leading with emotion, Mom. Like when I was crying yesterday, my son talked about, I told you be too soft, Mom. We got it. We gonna fix it. Well, fix it. Instead of keep trying to tell me about my emotions, like I told him, instead of you keep trying to tell me about my emotions, why not just stop making y'all mama cry? Why not get y'all stuff together? Because that should be the easiest change to make, because it should never been happening. And which my oldest son, I can say about him, he's the one. Now, I'm going to tell you what his thing is. He wants to be the one to lead and guide all his brothers, right? But all his brothers have this thing of, I got me. I don't need nobody to tell me nothing. I know it all. All of them got that complex, right? So they all like everything he say, they don't want to listen to it. They just feel like, I'm grown like you, bro. You can't tell me nothing. So then his feelings be hurt. He be like, man, Mom, just let them do their thing. I don't care. Did it this, did it that. He feel like this, that, and the third. I'm tired, man. I love my brothers, So then he get into this place where he just like, man, I'm just going to live my own life. I'm going to focus on me and my kids. He be wanting to just go away from it. Then I be like, just keep trying. Don't give up them your brothers. And then, weeks will go by. And then you'll see them all together. You'll never know that it was an issue. But why do y'all got to keep going back to that place? Why y'all just can't stay out of that negative energy? Why do y'all got to, get back into that alpha male thing every couple of weeks? Why y'all just can't stay out of that zone, even when it comes to your brothers? Why do y'all have to keep going to that with your brother? You understand? I can see, if anything, y'all energy or aura should be super strong around other people or maybe other males, because like I said, any room that you walk in should want to come, want to know who you are. Your aura should give off alpha male. Your aura should give off, intelligent. Your aura should give off, this a man I want to know. Your aura should give off that you got something to offer. But, bro, not with your brothers. Cause they so alpha male too, that don't, it don't mix with them, honey. It don't do nothing but cause conflict. Trying to be the alpha and walking around grabbing your, they ain't with it. Even the littlest one, like I said, the baby 18, he the same way. They can't play that alpha male stuff around him. He ain't going for it. You know what I'm saying? They come around, try to say anything to him, he goes straight to feeling like he got to go in defense. He goes straight to feeling like somebody trying to tell him something. Or he goes straight into somebody trying to play him. I ain't scared of nobody. He get to doing all that. And I'll be looking at him like, you just as fool as a bat. Who asking you to be scared of anybody? Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I be just extra. I be like, Lord Jesus Christ of mercy. Like, oh my God. Like the boy, I just don't know. And I just be like, and that's what my husband told me last night. He said, you need to be happy that they don't physically fight. You got to just take what you can get, me. Because some people, they boys be taking each other out and, brothers taking each other out, this, that, and the third. And like I keep telling him, that's what I'm trying to prevent. And he always say, they'll never get there. They'll never get there. How you know? We didn't know that they would ever get here. To the point where they walking around, once they've all became adults, that they walking around doing that. That they walking around feeling like, they got to put on some type of act or armor when it comes to each other. We never knew they would get there. So how you know? How you know how far they'll take it? Because even as a mama, at this point, I ain't sure. I'm confused. I don't even know who kids these is. To tell you the God honest truth. Because they got me messed up on all type of levels. I just like all my kids to be, I don't like arguments between my children. I don't like them to even be mad at each other. I be like, man, fix it. Even if my girls, they get to being mad at each other, I be like, that's your sister, man. Talk to your sister. But those girls, they get into something before the end of the night, they back straight. And those girls, what I love about my daughters, they gonna help each other to the end of time. You hear me? If one sister needs something, the other sister coming through. And let me tell you, them girls thick as thieves. Them girls gonna be there for each other. They don't have no type of complex with each other. They encourage each other. They, they do the best to support each other. But the boys, them dudes, they on some other type of time. And I'd be like, boy, what type of timing y'all be on? Like, I don't get it. Not with my brother. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know where it come from. But I send it back to the pits of hell from which it come. And I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I'm here to tell y'all this right now. I don't know if it's that they all got girlfriend. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just be sitting back trying to figure it out. Like, what's causing this? Because I got to find the root of the problem. Because I need to cut. The root of the problem is what I need to take out. But I can't find the root because I can think of no reason why it could be happening. Other than them being over masculine. Other than everybody feeling like, Big Boss applesauce. That's all I can think. There's no other reason why it should be happening. The oldest one, of course, I don't know, y'all. I'm just like, I don't know. It's a weird thing to watch. And it's a heartbreaking thing to watch, actually. It's heartbreaking for me. Like I said, my husband, he's not affected. He just sitting around like, yeah, I agree with the boys. You just be doing too much. Or you overthinking it. It ain't what you thinking. Like, I'm watching this. What you mean? It's not what you gonna tell me that my eyes deceiving me? You gonna tell me when these boys walk around here, you don't see the way that they look at each other sometimes? And that little one, he always saying, oh, I'm straight, I got me. Y'all got it. Like, sit down. I'm like, sit down some way. You're always up in your feelings. And I find myself like, it ain't but so much of it I can take before I start talking junk. So I'm sitting around acting like a little girl. You know, I be finding myself in that type of position. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna be a man all the time. You can't pick and choose when you're gonna be a man. If you're gonna be a man or you're gonna be a little boy. Get up out your emotions all the time about every little thing, because some of the stuff be real stupid. Some of the stuff, all it took was a conversation to fix it. Instead of you walking around here like you big boss applesauce, like you scaring something because you ain't shaking nothing. I constantly have to tell them, y'all, please, no, you don't shake nothing. Because understand, you ever hurt your brother, you can never say nothing else to me. So the day you choose to hurt your brother is the day I'm not your mother no more. That's period. If that ever get in your head. So you don't lose that brother that day, you lose me too. Both of you. Because I ain't never going for that. Never, ever. And ain't nobody gonna try to convince me that I'm supposed to be okay with nothing like that happening. I'm supposed to understand why that's happening. No, I don't understand. That's why I'm asking. Is this anybody else got a bunch of boys and they done went through this? You know? Because like I said, the 18-year-old, he always been a little tough cookie, but he used to smile so much. Like, he don't even smile as much as he used to. It's like, this dude. But I know he done went through a lot of stuff. You know, he's gone through a lot of stuff. That's my son that I told y'all to be, you know, he done went through some stuff in life, you know, that I can understand it making him angry. But we ain't do it. It didn't happen in your family. It's because, you know, the people that you chose at some point in your life to come in contact with, right? Like I tell him, you chose to come in contact with these people. You know, the first time my son got shot, I coddled him, right, for a long time. I coddled him because I was thanking God, and I still thank God that he survived, but I coddled him so bad. I didn't want him mad about nothing, so I gave him everything he wanted. I made everybody else, like, if anybody else say something to him, oh, then I become like a lion. You know, don't make him mad, you know, give him what he wants. I did that for a long time, you know. But then I'm like, okay, all right now, you survived it now. You all right. So now I'm out of that point. That coddling, I'm over it now. I'm like, okay, so now, you know, it's time to turn that pain into power now. Get up, you know, you survived it. You know, at this point now, I just feel like you think I'm still on that type of time, and I'm not on that type of time no more. Because like I told him, at the end of the day, like, it seems like you started turning that. I don't know if I contributed to that by coddling you, that you try to make yourself like just be re-victimized every day of your life. Like you just want to constantly just walk around being mad. No. What you walking around being mad for? God spared your life. That means your life still had a purpose. What are you still walking around angry for? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't be, and like, like I said, I had a hard life growing up. So it may be that, you know, it may be that why I'm just like, okay, all right, enough of that. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead and you soak for a minute, but you get over it. All right. Chin up, chest out now at this point. It ain't, you know, it's physically, you fine. You moving around. It's nothing. You have no limitations. You straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right. You know, stop going back. You know, you want to keep using that. Ain't nobody in here did it. You know? Like, come on, man. I don't know what that can mentally do to a person. That's why I be trying to have a little bit of grace, because I don't know what being that I know what being a victim is, but being that type of victim, you know, or being shot, I don't know what that does, you know. So I try to, you know, give them some grace. But come on now. How long I'm supposed to, y'all, come on now. I just be like, all right now. I don't care. You're not finna walk around here angry with the world every day, all day, and all of us got to pay for something that somebody else did to you. You know what I'm saying? Enough of that shit. Enough of that. Enough of that. We ain't did it. And like I said, at some point, you still got to take some type of responsibility for the type of people you chose to encounter. You could have chose not to be friends with them type of people that will one day turn. Of course, you didn't know it in advance, but at the same time, like I tell them, you know, listen, we ain't did it, period. So we ain't gonna have to keep paying for it either. That's the way I feel. But I just want to come on here and do a little bit, y'all. So I'm gonna start coming on here more often. I'm gonna try to make it at least once a day. Probably when I drop him off to school every morning. Yeah, because I be needing to get stuff off. Nobody understands me. Everybody think I'm just super emotional about every little thing. And I just told them I just love my kids, man. I love those kids. I can't even put words to how much I love my babies. Like y'all just, I can't even put words to it. Because like when all you got is your babies, I can't put words to the love that I have for them. Saying I love them is just not enough. Love don't even seem like a strong enough word. You know? So everything they do affects me. And it affects me in the worst way. Everything they do affects me. If it affects them. You know? If it affects them negatively, or even if it's a negative situation, it affects me real bad. And I don't know. I'm trying to find a way to release myself of that. Because I got to. Because it don't change. Like, I got to find a way to release that from me. I got to stop carrying everybody else's burdens. I have to find a way to stop doing that. I always say it, but I don't never do it. But I really need to find a way. Because yesterday, the way I cried yesterday, my head started hurting. My chest started hurting. I was like, girl, you better get yourself together. These kids driving you crazy, girl. And it could be just me being over emotional. I don't know. It just ain't right. I just don't like when stuff ain't right. Like, get it together, man. Get it together. I just like when I don't like when, I just don't. Man, get it. I just need them to get it together. But everybody have a blessed day. May your today be better than yesterday. May your tomorrow be better than today. Know that every day God blows that breath in your body. You're one step closer to your season. Don't fumble yourself worrying about the world. You all have a blessed what's day? Wednesday. Have a blessed Wednesday. May a miracle happen in your life today.